Hey there folks, thanks for checking the video out. In today's video I'll be talking about the DFX drop-in valves that I put into the front forks of my DR650. Now, before I go any further, if you like the video, well, click the like button and please click the subscribe button to subscribe to the channel. In this video I really talk about why I decided to get the DFX valves over some of the other competitors out there, or why I didn't just swap out the front forks completely. I talk about the installation, the cost, and essentially how the bike performs once the DFX valves have been put in. I'll cover that in the video, and yeah, well, let's get started. Why did I decide to go firstly with the drop-in valves as opposed to, say, doing a full you know, changing the front forks out completely? A really common one is a lot of people swap the DR650's front forks out with the DRZ400E's front forks. Apparently it's pretty hassle-free. They swap out pretty easily. Another one is the YZ250 forks and the WR450 forks. Look, the reason I didn't bother was twofold. All the reading that I've done as far as people changing the front forks out made it very clear that, yeah, the bike, as far as the dirt goes, handles a lot better, feels a lot lighter in the front, but it does actually change how the bike feels on the road. Now, my DR650 I use as my adventure bike, right? So it does a fair bit of road, it does a bit of dirt as well, but the dirt I'm doing is, I don't know, not fantastically difficult. I'm not going to be using this on, some technical single track or anything like that. It's mostly for, like, fire roads, forestry trails, the occasional rutted out dirt road kind of thing. And I want the suspension to be able to, handle all of that stuff pretty reasonably, but also feel as stable as it does on the road at highway speed. So, 110 k's an hour, I need it to feel stable, right? As of right now, the current DR650 forks feel stable on the road. So I didn't bother with the fork swap out for that reason. I was just concerned that it would compromise potentially how stable it feels on the road. Look, the other reason I didn't change the forks out as well is this DR650, when I bought it, and you can see suspensions are us. The previous owner had some work done on the suspension, mostly stiffer springs, and she got the bike lowered a bit. I really like the height of the DR650. I didn't want to muck around with that. Putting new forks in, etc., from another bike could potentially change all of that. I just wanted to leave it as is, all right? So that's why I didn't change out the front forks. So drop-in valves, right? So why did I go down that route? Well, it seemed essentially to be a pretty reasonable jump in as far as suspension performance, and wasn't that expensive to do or to buy them, and it seemed pretty easy to install and so forth. Not that I did it, I just got my suspension guy to do it, but we'll talk about that in a second. But it all seemed pretty straightforward, and it seemed to provide a bit of a jump in performance. Again, this is an adventure bike for me. I've got my KTMs, my 450 EXC and 525 EXC. They're my dirt bikes, and really lightweight adventure bike. They can really handle proper dirt. I didn't need this bike to go, I just wanted a bit of a jump in performance in the front, and that's where the drop-in valves came in. Okay, so now, why did I choose DFX? There's a few companies that do them. Cogent, Technic, Racetech do them, FFRC and DFX, right? So there's quite a few companies out there that offer a similar product. Why did I go with DFX? Okay, well, three basic reasons. Firstly, I wanted a Aussie-made product, okay? So Racetech and all those others, they're great and all, but I wanted something made in Australia, and DFX and FFRC basically tick that box. The second thing I really wanted was something that made the suspension feel plush and still absorb the hits. And based on my reading online, and also The only other review I've really seen with the DFX one is Cross Training Adventure have done a review, and yeah, look, you know, I wanted something that was plush. Apparently the FFRC drop-in valves used to be plush, but then they changed the design and they're a bit more harsh, so they suit people who are really pushing hard. That's not me, right? So I wanted something that improved the performance, but also felt nice and, you know, plush while I was going over bumps and mounds and whatnot. All right, so, and look, the last thing was, you know, I called the DFX guys and they were super friendly. I also called the FFRC guys and they were nice too, right? But the DFX guys seemed to go that extra step, really super helpful, answered all my questions no matter how dumb they were, right? So yeah, so that sort of ticked all three boxes as far as what I was looking for in one of these products. So I went with DFX for that reason. What about installation? So the valves themselves, they come in a box, they come with some basic instructions. Go check this video out. If you're looking for fancy packaging with the DFX valves, well, look elsewhere. They arrived in the post, and yeah, under $300 for the DFX valves, and I took the DR650 with the valves to my suspension bloke, who's about, you know, 25-minute ride away, and he just basically did it all in an hour. So that cost me $80 to do, on top of the cost of the DFX valves. He basically pulled the front forks off, pulled the springs out, and yeah, changed the oil and put it all back together, and hour, yeah, $80, done. Look, I should just point out again that the previous owner put stiffer springs in. Okay, so I don't get the dreaded DR650, you know, brake dive. I never had that. One thing I noticed with the front, with the way it was set up, it would occasionally deflect off really bumpy stuff on dirt roads, and I just wanted something to smooth it all out a bit more, right? So right from the get-go, as soon as I rode out from my suspension bloke's place, the suspension from the get-go, the front felt a lot more plush, soaked up things a lot better. It just felt a lot more stable. When I went into something hard, like a pothole or something like that, I didn't get the deflection. It just soaked it all in, and I felt a lot more confident on the bike, especially the front end. Right, going a bit faster on fire trails and so forth, it just gave me a lot more confidence. Going at, you know, 70 plus, 80 plus, 90, you know, felt good. I also noticed that carried over to country roads, like the sealed roads, right? Highway and all that was fine, like the bike was fine before. I haven't noticed a huge difference at highway speeds, right? But your standard twisty country roads, yep, they're sealed, but you'll still have the occasional pothole and things like that. But I just noticed at higher speeds on sealed roads, with the DFX valves, it soaked all that stuff up a lot more, and yeah, look, I'm a fan. So when I look at it, I could have blown all this money on changing out the forks, blah blah blah. I spent less than $400, and there's been a noticeable performance increase. So I'm pretty happy with the DFX valves from the perspective of, this is an adventure bike that I'm using it as an adventure bike, so it absolutely has suited my needs as far as the upgrade, you know, and what I was expecting. Look, yep, that's pretty much my quick impression, quote unquote, review of the DFX drop-in valves. I'd recommend it for, you know, if you're using your DR650 as an adventure bike. Thanks again for watching the video. Again, if you like the video, well, like the video and subscribe to the channel, and yeah, I'll be, you know, putting more videos out on the channel, and yeah, thanks for watching. Take care. Bye.